Hello world. Pretty sure I'm live. 0 viewers currently. So says XSplit. I can fix that. Yep. Bloody keyboard. Equal 2. Viewers, 1 viewer. Sure there's more than 1. Yep, here we go. I've got the URL. And mute. Give me 1 second. I'll just tweet this. Partial Keysight draw. Tweeted. All right. Oh, there I am. Top chat. I want live chat, and I want to pop out the chat. And I want to pop out the chat to here. And I want to also capture that chat. You can't automate this. It's got to be done. It's got to be done on the fly. YouTube widgets. No, I'll just do a screen capture, a window capture, and I'll capture another wallpaper. So many windows open. Huh. Bear with me. Live chat. That one. That one. There we go. Look at that. Oh, winner, winner. You know what? Dinner. Maybe I can make it smaller. Like that. And then it'll go over here. And then that will expand out. Oh. There we go. See some chatties. All right. Hello, everyone. Yes, it's too late to enter, Mike. Hi, unpronounceable name M. I'm hopeless. I cannot pronounce names. Jeshenka. I think that wasn't bad first go. Yes, the site is back up yet, Mads. Yes, you had to be following on Twitter. That's where it was all happening. It's happening on the Twitters. So if you're not on the Twitters, you wouldn't know. Any update from Bryman about the findings on the Switch? Considering purchasing one myself. No. Just trying to think now if I even sent it to them. There was another. I sent one issue to them. I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to check my emails. I don't know. I've been on holidays. I just got back. Yes, it's too late to enter. Blah blah blah. So anyway, this is going to be pretty lame because I was going to draw the YouTube winner. I was going to draw the forum winner. I was going to draw the Odyssey winner, and I was going to draw the Patreon winners, because I haven't looked at the other ones with all the ones where I get to pick. I haven't. Once I said I've been on holiday, I haven't actually haven't gone through them and picked winners yet, so I can't do that. But I was going to do all those 4, and then I figured, well, the Odyssey now have a new live thing, don't they? Which I haven't even checked if I've got it. So in theory, oh no, I'll draw the Odyssey now. I don't. Yeah, no, it's probably good. Please leave it in the comments if I should try and use the Odyssey Live feature to draw the Odyssey one, because it only seems appropriate that I actually do that. But I don't even know if I have access yet to the Odyssey Live streaming thing. So Anyway, and then I'm not sure how many people would turn up. So, yeah. Although I do have, 60-odd thousand followers on Odyssey, I don't know what the, don't know what the live viewership would be like. So, don't know, because I've never even joined a live show on Odyssey. So, I have no idea what it looks like. Yeah, server goes, the server went down when I was on vacation. Yes, that was wonderful. Couldn't do anything about it, so, yep. Yeah, it seems like a good idea if I have access to it. As long as the Odyssey Live notifications are solid, you'll be there. I assume everyone can hear me, otherwise you wouldn't be... How can I win that turbo accabulator? You can't. If you have to ask the price, you can't afford it. Hi from Copenhagen. Anyway, so yeah, and see, the thing is, I was going to draw the forum one as well, but unfortunately, check this out. Here you go. The Wobulator program. It gives me this error message. The underlying connection was closed, an unexpected error occurred. This is one of them. This is the another Wobulator program, it's called. I don't think I've ever used that one, though. Someone sent it in. I believe I normally use this one, the Wobulator Mark II from Hardwork on the EV Blog forum. And if I do get posts, an error occurred trying to fetch and pass posts. The request was aborted, could not create SSL TLS secure channel. So whether or not that's got to do with my move on the forum to force it to use HTTPS, I don't know, or whether or not it's because the new forum maybe something to do with this secure certificate with the new forum or whatever. And that's with HTTP. If I try HTTPS, it gives me the same thing. So yeah, it simply doesn't work. So I've contacted Hardwork. If you can update this, I do have the source code, but I don't know, it's written in some thing I do not understand. But anyway, yes, I can't draw the forum ones. So I'll just leave that to another live video. I just wanted to do this today because I was all hyped to do it, and I'm going to do it, damn it. I'm going to at least draw a couple of them. So I'll draw the YouTube one and the Patreon plus a Subscribe Star one. But yeah, so a few people said, yeah, it's best to do if I have the Odyssey one. A couple of people said that, yeah, I should do the Odyssey one on there. So, it's probably not a bad idea, I suspect. 85 people watching. That's not too shabby. All right. All right, just dicking around. Got to dick around doing this sort of stuff. I would use my new Black Magic ATEM thing to go live, but then, or how would I copy in? No, I probably could do it. I could probably figure out a way to copy in the chat window, because I know that the YouTube Live actually records the chat as well, and you can replay the chat, but I just like having it actually embedded in the video. So I think that's worthwhile. So I'll pay that one. Card Ray. Might need to get a new server provider. I hear the current one has gone into liquidation. Oh boy. Yep. No, you can't. Smart crypto. Can't enter the draw. It's too late. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is near 100 people, I think. Yeah, I'm 97. I've almost hit triple digits. 96. Oh, somebody dropped off. Bastards. 98. Once I hit triple digits, I will draw 99. Oh, the suspense is killing me. 96. It's back to 96 viewers. Oh, no. Nobody wants to win a Scoep. Well, you don't actually have to be live to... Don't actually have to be live to win it. Don't actually have to be here. I just do it live so that people, you know, can't accuse me of cheating or whatever. Mads, you're trying to get Bruce from XJet onto Odyssey, but he's being stubborn and difficult. So, yep. I've tried to get him on as well to Odyssey, but he doesn't want to sign up with the Googles. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, he doesn't like. Sorry, I'm confusing that with the amp hour. I'll tell you about that in a sec. Yeah, he doesn't like giving his credit card and personal info over, and fair enough. I don't blame him. You know, it never was like that when I joined it, but I think now there's some requirement. But they've offered to do it. Odyssey have offered to get around that or something for him, and he's still not taking it up. But we had an issue when we were recording the amp hour with Bruce from XJet. If you don't know, follow Bruce on XJet. He's into RC stuff. I had him on the amp hour. I recorded that before I went on holidays. Probably have to release that. Might be the next one released, I think. And we use Zencaster, which is an online web-based recording system. Works really great for guests, but it only works on Chrome and Edge browsers. It doesn't work on any of the browsers he was using. So, and he refused to install these other browsers, and fair enough. So I had to get another program. I can't remember what it was called. I posted on Twitter. But yeah, had to get another program to get that, but we did. We managed, and it worked. First time I'd used it. And it's a great 1 hour talk with XJet. So anyway. The OVH server burn down was a mafia thing, was it? Hello from Mumbai in India. StreamYard, yes. Yes, I think it was StreamYard. I spelt Scope wrong? Oh, yeah, I was in a hurry. Did I? Yeah, Scoep draw. It's Keysight Scoep draw. Okay, you can win a Scoep. You can win one of these. It's a Scoep. It's a, what is it, a 12 DSO X1204G. It's the one with the built-in signal generator, 4 channels, all the bells and whistles. Fantastic. So I'll be drawing 2 of these today. One for the people who entered on the YouTubes and one for people who entered on Patreon. So I've got my 100 viewers. So let's get to it, shall we? So here's the video down here. Where is it? You had to... where is it? Here it is. It's this one. You had to enter in a comment, and I'm sure, please correct me below, but I'm pretty sure I said this time you had to be contactable. If your name is drawn out randomly and I open your YouTube page or whatever and there's no contact details or there's no email address in your comment or there's no... If I can't contact you, I'm going to redraw it. So they're the rules. So, yep, bugger it. All right. So what I'm going to do is I have a TubeBuddy plugin. Highly recommended if you're a YouTuber to get TubeBuddy. It gives you all sorts of cool stuff. All sorts of cool tools. Although they keep changing their bloody levels of what... They've got like 4 or 5 freaking... levels, like super duper ultra mega star level or something to get, they keep changing the things. Anyway, yeah, it's got like thumbnail generators, but it's got like pick a winner here, right? So it's got pick a winner for the Keysight Live test gear draw. So all I've got to do is open this up, and I'm sure they, it is all legit. Choose from all comments. All comments must contain the words. I don't think that was there last time I used it. I'm going to choose from all the comments. So A, you've got to be contactable. If you're not, I will open your your channel live here and check to see if you're contactable. If you're not, because I've done this before, and even though I posted the video on YouTube, here's the live draw, their name comes out, they have not contacted me, and I've had to redo it. It's a pain in the ass. So if you're not contactable, tough titties. No correspondence will be entered into. Right, so here we go. I'm going to pick a winner. Drum roll. It's pretty echoey. Drum roll. All right. You're contactable, Pablo. Good. Magic smoke escaped down my brain. What? Mini hot plate. Okay, choose from all comments. Here we go. I'm going to pick a winner. But you've got to be contactable. And you've got to, like, some people just commented, if you don't say I'm in or something similar, then you're not going to get, you're not going to win either. Here we go. Pick a winner. Pick a winner. Yeah, J.O. Paulo. The winner is not J.O. Paulo. J. Yeah. Paulo. I'm going to check. Let's check. About from Brazil, uncontactable. Uncontactable. Sorry, do not win. Location, but there's no email address here. You only put I'm in. Sorry. Gonna pick another one. Here we go. Any guesses on what country? Are there, like, is there a pool going on? People betting? Yeah, chances are the winning person's not here. I can't remember how many. It should tell you. Like, there should, like, be a counter here. You've got, you know, I think there's 4,000. I think it's 4,000 comments. So, yeah, no, the odds are not good. Much better on the forum, much better on Odyssey. I think Odyssey had, like, 300 comments or something, or two. Yeah, it had a couple of hundred comments. Your odds are much better. Fail number one. Yep. Can't add your contact details. Well, yes, you could have. It's a free-form comment, Phil. You could have put your email address in there. Pick another winner. Here we go. Sergio Campos. I'm in. Was that the same? The chessboard. Was that the same thing as before? Yeah, chessboard. What? No, nothing. Oh, I think that's a bug. Is that a bug? Because the chessboard thing, the logo, I think we found a bug in TubeBuddy, and the logo for Sergio here is like that, but yet there's no contact details. I can report him. I can't contact Sergio, so no, another loser. See, this is like, this is ridiculous. Here we go. 65 subs again, was it? Oh, that one didn't say. Yeah, it's bug. Yeah, I think it's buggy. Oh, no, it showed up this time. No, okay. Took time. Pick another winner. So, this is a dream for me. I'm in, Dave. AC Electronica. That sounds like a legit channel. I think we might have a legit winner here. Let's check it out. View email address. Yes. Thaddeus E. Curious. Can somebody translate that for me? Electronica. No Mundo da Electronica. So, videos. Oh. Nope. It's AC Electronic. Anyway, I can get an email address. So I will do that. Yep. I think we have a winner, assuming that they, that's, you know, I can contact them on that address. So AC. Everyone's going boo here. So I assume they're not in the, chat. What's public for business inquiries? Yeah, why can't I make their email address public? No, I'll actually do it later. Okay, there you go. So, yes, well done. Assuming they're contactable, and that email address is legit. We'll find out. Anyone know what country they're from? What's that language? Heartbroken. But anyway, AC Electronic sounds legit. Come on, somebody's got to tell me the country. Somebody's got to tell me the language. It's like Spanish or something, isn't it? I don't know. Brazilian or Portuguese. Okay, yep. Sorry to all my Spanish viewers. Portuguese. Paul Daniels in the house, everyone. Time to get some coffee. Okay, if you win, I'll let you know. All right, so there you go. That was terribly exciting. We had 2 losers, and it looks like 1 potential winner. And if they don't come through, if I try to contact them and they don't get back to me within a couple of days, I'll have to redraw it. Anyway, so unfortunately, yeah, the forum does not work. Now, I was... Yep. So yeah, so the one where I draw, this is good odds. Look, there's only 2 pages. How many posts per page? Is it 25 or something? I think it's 25 posts per page or something. So all these people. So really, there is not, odds of win. I've got 4 bits of test gear to give away for just the people who submitted in this section here. Because I said, like, you have to give a story. You've got to give a story of why you want it. And I'm going to pick 4 worthy ones. So the odds are good that, first page. The odds are good that they're going to win. So, yep, they're going to win something. So there you go. But I have not looked through them yet because I've been on holiday. So I'm not going to draw that today. And, we had 16 pages worth of entries here for this. 16 pages. So, yep. And look, a person with 1 post. Don't even read the rules. You've got to have a significant number of posts, like 15, I think we chose last time, and everyone agreed, oh yeah, look, 2 posts, 1 post. They should just delete their bloody entries. But the actual program can do that. So, 10, getting there. But, anyway, there you go. There is 16 pages worth. So anyway, I can't draw that because the Wobulator program is broken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the Patreon one. Where is it? Here we go. If you're curious to see the Odyssey one, I was able to actually select all of the comments from the Odyssey channel. I was able to expand until I copied them all, and then I pasted them into a spreadsheet, but I had to tidy it up. I had to do find things, remove rows, and do all sorts of stuff. And, it looks fairly good, so I should be able to pick a random number from that. So there's probably, at least, average of, 3 lines per person or something. So there's, 300 odd entries or something like that there. So, but I won't do that now because I've got to do another video anyway. So I'll look for the Odyssey Live thing. If I've got access to it, I'll try and do Odyssey Live for the drawing of that. But anyway, I have Patreon over here. So I've done a similar thing. So there's not 796 entries. I've got about 1,400 patrons, and I think only about 380 or something entered the draw. So there's the DEFPOM, for example. It's in order of how people went in. So I was able to do a similar thing. I was able to extract all the names out of here and their comments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do look at that. Look at that. Check out that. There's a couple of dodgy segments on my calculator, my confuser here. Look at that. I've never seen that before. Wow. Wow, look at that. Anyway, these calculators do have a random number generator like that, but there's not many significant digits there. So I might do. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the end. Right, so 796. So I'll do 797. Right, 797. Because I assume it won't give... Oh, no, it could give a number of 1.00, and that would be 790... No, okay, 7, whatever. 7, doesn't matter. Isn't there a random number generator? There's a random number generator site, isn't there? Random.org. That's it. random.org. And I can just uses cookies necessary. Oh, allow selected. Okay. Oh no, oh, you can put in a maximum number for this. Okay, cool. So what was it? 796 or whatever? 796. Okay. 796 and 1. So wherever the number lands, it'll give me a result, and then I'll go to the row of that spreadsheet, and that might include the person's name, it might not, but if that row is associated with your entry, then you're a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, Excel does have a random function. Yeah, I could have. I don't know. Just use this. Because it's a true random number service. I don't know how they offers true random. The randomness comes from atmospheric noise. There you go, which for many purposes is better than pseudo-random number used in computer programs. Yes. So, oh yeah, let's do it with atmospheric noise. That sounds good. Anyway, here we go. Generate a winner. And everyone's contactable in this. 12. That's low. So one of the first people to enter would be the winner. 12. Row 12. I am so in. I am so in. I guess it's, yeah, it's Peter Stevens because the name comes first. Yep. Jarrett, Border, Def Pom, Daryl G, Krista, yep. And yeah, so 12. So Peter Stevens is winner, winner, chicken dinner. So I will contact Stevens, not a PH. Congratulations, Peter Stevens. Definitely contactable because they're a patron backer. And Subscribestar. Nobody on Subscribestar entered. I posted on there. Nobody entered. I don't have many people on Subscribestar, but yeah, nobody. And yeah, it's interesting. Like I have 1,400 patrons. A lot of YouTubers talk about this actually. They talk about, you know, we have a little club. We talk behind the scenes, and everyone's in the same vote. You know, they might have a couple of thousand, you know, say 1,000 patrons, supporters, but only like 5% or something will actually watch the pre-release videos when you actually post them on the Patreon feed. So it's almost as if they don't care about the, you know, behind like the content you give them ahead of time, or a scope draw like this. You know, with a scope, geez, you know, it's pretty good. And only 300 and I think it was about 380 or something out of my 1,400 patrons actually bothered to enter. So yeah, there you go. So people just ignore Patreon posts or whatever. So yeah, it's a really interesting thing because we can see the numbers, because I often will release the videos early on Patreon and the forum as well. I'll release them early, and then I'm able to actually see the numbers, and I only get like, you know, 50 or 70 views or something like that. You know, it's not many. It's not many. And all the other content creators, they're all in the same boat. So yep, they're all saying the same thing. Someone's going to argue that it should be the 12th person. row 24. Nope. Nope. I said it would be the row. And that was very clear. More exciting than a meat tray raffle. Well, I don't know about that. Lewis Rossman has a lot of subs. Yes, he does. Oh, yeah, there are some, like there might be, like some extra, I forgot to mention that. It's especially evident over here on the Odyssey ones. Some people, yeah, it's just the way that they post the comments and the way I was able to cut and paste it. I can't go through like 1,000 lines, and I've already spent enough time going through tidying up this entry. Yeah, so technically some people will have, like, you know, I'm probably too late for this, lol, contact info is on channel page. Like, you know, so that person there, you know, like technically has a bit of advantage over, you know, other people. And I've tried to, you know, where people have written gigantic diatribes, which is great, but I read them, but yeah, it's not good for drawing. So yeah, maybe I'll spend some more time trying to tidy it up more so it's a bit more even, but, you know, It's good enough for Australia. So that's it. Yep, the Odyssey one I'll leave for another day if I can do it live on Odyssey. If not, then it will be on the next video because I'm trying to get the wobulator program fixed. And I tried to look, because you can actually go in here. And I think the way I used to do it, or the way the programs work, is if you actually go to the EV blog forum and you print, there's a, oh, you can't see it. There's a print button under here. So if you go print like this, what it does is it takes every single, it's really quite cool. It takes every single post and puts it in one big HTML page. It's, you know, it's really quite cool. So, well, actually, it doesn't seem like that many there, does it? Oh, no, it's, right, there were only 16 pages. So I think there's 25 posts per page or whatever. So yeah, I think that's the way that they extract. Or one of the wobulator programs puts /all on there. Like it actually adds that /all. Wonder if that actually works. I've never tried it. No. Oh. Maybe /. No, it still gives... Oh, all. Oh, there's an all button. Right. Yes. So that's, yeah, that's every single person. That's every single person. There you go. That's not normally there, is it? Is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is normally there. You can actually do all. Oh, yeah, there it is. I've never really used it. But it's there. So that's what the wobulator program's doing. It's doing that to extract every single comment and stuff. But yeah, it's messy without the wobulator program. I don't want to do it. So I'm just going to wait until they fix it. Still time to enter the Odyssey one? Oh, I don't think so, Sarah. Because then I'd have to go through and format the spreadsheet all again. I've given enough time. Sorry. It's throwing a wobbly. Yep. Still not good odds. I agree. It's not good odds. But the Patreon one was one in a couple of hundred. Still, that's not bad to win a Scope. And as I said, the one where over here, this one, look how many entries. There's only like 40 entries or something, and I've got 4 bits of test gear to give away. So there's like 1 in 10 chance of people, although it's not random. So, you know, but anyway, in theory. If they're all equally good, and I can't make up my mind. But, yeah. Odds were pretty good. Anyway, there you go. So I've got AC Electronic from Portugal, we think. And Peter Stevens from Patreon. Oh, the winner chicken dinners. So that's it. Yes, GNF replied on the forum, on the Twitter about the wobulator program. He might have a look at it, but that was like in a couple of hours because he's away at the moment. Thank you, Brett. Oh, but I've contacted Hard Work on the EV blog forum, who originally wrote the source code. And yeah, I'm sure it's like a line of, you know, I'm sure it's pretty easy. Line of code or something. When will the microcurrent be available again? Yeah, it's out of stock. Yeah, I know. I just been a lazy ass. I got right behind the camera here is a whole bunch of boxes with all the crap in it. And I just haven't got off my ass to send it away. I've got to stock take it all to see what I've got. and then send it off to the assembler and get the whole thing, whole show working again. And I don't know, just ain't been too busy, too lazy. Thanks for being awesome, though. When though I didn't win. No worries. Should guess how long these take to be delivered. Well, I'll send them. Well, I don't know, because Keysight will send them directly. So, yeah, it's not me. So I don't know how they'll get them to you, but they'll do their best. Your IRC channel is going gangbusters. I was going to have a look today, but I thought I had an IRC client installed on this computer. I don't. So I was going to have a quick peek in the IRC channel and see what happened. And yeah. Do I have any job for a mechanical engineer who knows electricity? Me personally? No, I'm not hiring. But generally, you don't hire a mechanical engineer who, if you're looking for an electrical person. Although, you know, if your skills are there. Yeah, yeah, in terms of delivery with COVID and stuff like that, I send everything via DHL. I get all my stock delivered via DHL now. I bypassed all that shit. Might have to run through the numbers again, because I did a video once showing how much it costs to import all my meters and stuff into the country. And I used to get it through the port. It used to come on the commercial airline flights, which people don't know. They don't just carry your bags and stuff. They actually carry commercial cargo as well. And yeah, so my stuff comes in via these commercial flights, and then I've got to get it cleared through customs, and the amount of charges and fees and charges and paperwork and crap and local delivery and all sorts of things. It was just a pain in the ass. So no, I just do it through my account with DHL now, and it's great. It's great, and I think it's lower cost. I think it's slightly lower cost, and there's no paperwork. Anyway, yeah, I send all my meters via DHL. I ditched Australia Post, and I ditched DHL's e-commerce solution, where they hand off to the local postage service, and then there's no more tracking anymore, and packages went. And even DHL admitted that the e-commerce service sucks, even though they offer it, and that's why they offered me good rates for full courier service. So I send everything full courier service now, because I'm actually one of their largest customers in the country, actually. They said, or at least the state or something. I'm one of their largest customers in terms of volume for express courier stuff. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, you wouldn't think so, but most companies do not send, 20, 30 express courier packages at once. It just, yeah. So surprisingly, I am one of their big customers. So anyway, they gave me really good rates, and it gets there in a couple of days. Anywhere in the world, it still gets there in a couple of days. Although there's extra charges now with the COVIDs. There's they call it an emergency service surcharge or something, something like that. But yeah, standard 10-day delivery. No, mine's a much quicker than that. Much quicker. I think to pretty much every country in the world. I love DHL. It's great. I know some people hate them, and I don't know. It hasn't been my experience at all. It's been great. Sean B said, took a year to get a parcel from Top Loser to me. Customs lost the thing and never sent notifications. No, you eventually got it. Yeah, I've had stuff like that. It's just eventually showed up. Yeah. Any idea when I have the signal generator tear down? Yeah, we're just up to questions and answers now, because scopes have been drawn. Tear down of the signal gen. Yeah, I don't know. I just come back from holidays. I've got a lot of stuff. I just got a new power supply. Don't know if I'm allowed to show it yet. Anyway, yeah, it's a new Roden Schwartz power supply. And I've got a couple of those. I think I've got 2 of those I'm going to give away as well. Although I'll be shipping those straight because they're going to give them to me. They're going to give me 2 spares, I believe, anyway. And I'm going to be giving away a new Roden Schwartz power supply. It's a little, it's just like the other, that small one I've had. It's like the NGE series. I can't see it from here. What is it? Yes, I was right. The NGE 100. It's just like that. Same form factor, but it's longer and it's a linear supply. And it's got I haven't tried it yet. It's just sitting over there on a bench, and it's got a low current mode. It's got like a low current measurement mode. Apparently 1 micro, if you're under 200 milliamps, it'll measure 1 microamp. So nice. So I'm going to try that out. Not sure if the other one did that. So everyone's saying, yeah, DHL's nice. No, I'm not happy with the new solar power system. You want to know? If you've been following me on Twitter, you'll know why. There's been several issues. Not only I need sleep, do I? It's only 6. It's only quarter past 6, so I need to go. Like, I can only do another half hour max, I think. Need more drink. Yeah, the solar power system. 2 issues. Both, you've got to follow me on Twitter. This is where I talk about all this stuff. First of all, I've been posting screenshots. I was posting on the forum before the forum went down for like 3.5, 4 days. I was posting screenshots on there as well. The first one is that they goofed up the install of both the new one and the old one as well. It generates current backwards. Well, actually, I can show you. I can show you. Here you go. Right? This is, yeah, here we go. I'll show you. Oh, I can't, oh. Hang on. No, bloody thing. Different size screen, that's all. Yeah, here it is, right? Here's today's consumption. This is my old one, right? So this is my old solar analytics one. Here, today's, so the yellow one is the produced, right? The power actually produced. It's been really overcast today, so I'm only getting 1.6 kilowatts. I think that's about peak. Something like that, right? So I'm only getting like half the capacity or whatever. But look at the consumption. The consumption's in purple. -4 kilowatts. -4 kilowatts consumption. You're not supposed to get negative consumption. Look, I can show you the other days before. Look, negative consumption. This is when they installed. This is, you'll see eventually, there we go. That was the last day before they installed it. No negative consumption. And now I get negative consumption. But not only that, you will notice that the consumption has the exact same, I'll call it a wave shape, right? The exact same shape as the production. The purple one, which is the consumption, is the exact same shape as the production. So what this is it's actually measuring, as consumption, it's measuring the output of the other system as the consumption. They've completely goofed up the current transformers, and they've put them on backwards because they should have arrows on them to tell you which way to. So it's like, so they've swapped them and put them backwards or something, and that's the same for the N phase one as well. Here we go. I can show you the N phase one too. Oh, right. Yeah, the N phase one. Look, the shape, once again, negative, right? So this is for the new system. Right? And I've showed numbers that are just like off the charts. They're just nuts. And once again, it mirrors, look, it mirrors the, so once again, the orange one is the consumption. And at night, this is how much I normally consume, because we've got two fridges going, and that's probably the majority of the power, apart from, you know, phantom power plug packs and other, you know, standby stuff. But basically, you know, are in the order, and I've actually measured this, the fridges are in the order of like 100 watts a pop, right? So we've got like 200 watts always being consumed like this, right? And it's, once again, it's negative. I don't know if that's correct for the N-phase system or not. Haven't really thought about it. But anyway, so that's correct. And then the consumption magically goes up and follows the, like this one here. Oh, it dropped down. When the blue is the solar output, it drops down. The consumption drops. And then it goes negative down here, and it's all over, like, and it matches. It's just hilarious. It's hilarious. Yeah. So they've completely screwed it. They've said they're going to come and fix it. Apparently they need another current transformer or something, and they're going to come back and fix it. I could probably get in there and do it myself or something, but it you know, I paid for the install. I want it done properly, right? So they've completely screwed up both systems. So it's hilarious. Oh boy. Yep. So yes, so they've at least got them backwards and maybe swapped as well. It's like, you know, because the wave shape of the consumption, that is not the consumption. It's matching. The consumption is actually the output of the other system. So I think they've like swapped the current transformers and put them backwards or something. So you know, anyway, that's very funny. And also, shit has hit the fan over, they're all not, both N-phase and LG aren't that happy with the fact that I'm having a little whinge about, as many people in the comments in the video pointed out, the N-phase microinverters. I didn't notice this on the day because I didn't know what microinverters I was getting. They just said, oh, we're going to, you know, we've got some ones lying around. We'll give you microinverters to match your panels, right? And so it turns out, if you read the data sheet for the IQ7 Plus microinverters, they are 290 watts maximum output power. Sorry, maximum average output power, right? 295 watts or 295 watts absolute peak, right? So absolute peak. So there's no way I can get more than 295 watts out of each microinverter. It's just not going to do it. It's not capable. And I've got a 370 watt panel. So, anyway, so I said, hey, what's the deal? And they said, oh no, this is normal. We normally, you know, there will be some clip-in perhaps, but we normally I can't remember the industry term. The industry term is inverter clip-in, but no, there's another term. Anyway, it's over specified, yeah, it's all to do, yeah, the DC to AC ratio or whatever. So apparently it's common in the solar industry, and I didn't really know this, to like underrate your inverters based on your panels. And the reasoning for this is fairly legitimate, right? Is that if you look at the data sheet for the panels, the output power, i.e. 370 watts for those panels, is specified at 1,000 watts per square meter solar insolation, right? So that, you know, that's basically the maximum the sun can actually, you know, produce anywhere on the planet. That's like a given maximum, and that's what they specify their panels at. That's the banner specification. But also in the data sheet, they'll give you, I can't remember, it's some standard or something where they take like an 80% value of that, right? So it's like 80% of that 370 watts average of what you get, you know, average around the world or something like that. You know, in most places you won't get the 1,000 watts per square meter, but here in Sydney we do. And my old system, 12 panels of 250 watts equals 3 kilowatts exactly, and there have been days where I get precisely 3 kilowatts out of it. We actually do get 1,000 watts per square meter solar insolation here. And anyway, I could show you the graphs, but I won't do it now because I want to do a video on them. I want to do a proper video on this. I don't want to do them a disservice by you know, it's, yeah, I want to get it right. I want to think about it and how to explain it and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, so Enphase apparently do not make a microinverter that can output 370 watts to match that panel, but they claim that it is that the 295 watt maximum microinverter is compatible with a 370 watt panel. In fact, they'll say up to 440 watt panels. And the reason is this overrating thing which is an industry standard thing to do in the industry. Because their reasoning is, you know, it's fairly sound in that most times, in most locations and in most times of the year, you will never get 1,000 watts per square meter and the maximum out of your panels. You know, in wintertime or, you know, basically outside of summer, you're not going to get it. And, you know, and even then, even if you're in the peak of summer here in Australia where our sun's harsh and we get 1,000 watts per square meter, then you're only going to get it for like an hour a day. You know, it's right at the peak. You know, it's yeah. Oh, the other one's gone. Yeah, it's like right at the peak. You know, have we got a good one? No, we don't have a good day. It's been quite cloudy recently. There we go. Right, we'll just use that one. But right at the peak, you know, like this was only giving out 2.5 kilowatts. But my old system, it has given out its rated 3 kilowatts. And I'm going to actually run the numbers of how many times it actually goes above the 80% figure. Because, yeah, if you take 295 absolute maximum divided by a 370 watt panel, yeah, 79.7%. So let's call it 80%. And basically, even though it's April now, I've already hit, although they claim all excitedly, oh, your microinverters haven't clipped yet. They haven't clipped. See? It's, you know, they really do match. But no, the fact is, like, they were like 0.1% away from clipping, even in April. So technically, yeah, during summertime on high solar installation days, I will actually, I will never get 5 kilowatts out of my new 5 kilowatt system. Physically impossible with the Enphase microinverters that I've got. And they claim are compatible with these panels. I'll only get 4.13 kilowatts absolute max out of it. But if you actually work out the total energy the total energy lost over the year, it's negligible, right? So that's why everyone in the industry derates their inverters and stuff like that, especially in like cold parts of Europe and stuff like that. If you buy a 370 watt panel, you'll never get anywhere close to 370 watts out of the thing. Not even close. You know, you'll probably get half of that, right? Something like that. Yeah, so, you know, so their reasoning is, you know, sound, and the other reasoning is cost, right? Because why because it's more expensive to make, say, a 370 watt output microinverter than it is to make the 295 watt version, right? It's going to be potentially much more expensive. Why go to all that expense when you're only going to use it a couple of % of the time each year, right? Just at the peak of the day or whatever. So there's, you know, there's an argument to be made there. You can run the numbers, and then they're also talking about, I think I posted in the comments on this. I think I posted their response actually with some links. Yes, I did, in the video comments, and I pinned it to the top, so you can go have a look. So anyway, yes, and so they claim there is also some advantages in derating the inverter. You'll actually get extra efficiency, and they gave me some efficiency data curves for the IQ7 microinverter. I'm yet to plot the graph for it, but they claim that because they're derating the microinverter, they can actually operate it at a higher efficiency over a wider power range, and that makes up for the loss in derating it, if you know what I'm talking about. I need a whiteboard to explain this sort of stuff, but you know, yes. So yes, House Ion, my 5 kilowatt system is actually, oh, your one's 4.8 to 4.9, right? You must have a string inverter then. Yep, yeah, mine absolute max, guaranteed by the data sheet. It's limited to 4.13. Yeah, there's no way I can get more than that using the Enphase microinverters. So yeah, anyway, so they've been up in arms that, oh, no, you shouldn't be upset about this. This is just how the industry works, and it's normal. And okay, you know, fair enough. But, you know, technically, if you're a purist, then you know, you've got 370 watt panels, you can only get 295 watts maximum out of them. You know, kind of sucks. Even though I've eyeballed some of the data, and it looks like I might lose, on a good day, I might lose 10%. I might lose 10%, like on a, you know, summer high or high solar installation. But as I said, even April now, I'm getting close to clipping, like 0.1%. You know, I'm getting I think I was getting 4.1. Yeah, no, I was getting 4.12 kilowatts peak the other day, and the absolute maximum I can get out of is 4.13. So yeah, it was like 0.1% under. So I'm pretty close to clipping already. And they're trying to claim, no, you only get 800 watts per square meter in Sydney. And it's like, no, you don't. I'm sorry. I've got the data to prove it. But anyway, so it's, you know, it's one of those things. It's a microinverter thing. I have no doubt that if I hooked my 5 kilowatt panels up to a string inverter, like a 6 kilowatt string inverter, I'd get my maximum 5.1 kilowatts out on a good day with high solar insolation in summer. Of course, in winter, it doesn't matter. Like, there's not a problem. And most times of the year, most days, like cloudy, like it is today, you know, you can see some of the data there. It was like, anyway, I won't bother showing you again. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's a thing. So yeah, you know, it's like they could, right? They could simply make, well, not simply, but they could make and sell a microinverter that had 400 watts output, right? Because what's the biggest panel you can get these days? 400 watts or something? No, you can get more, 440, but they're physically bigger, aren't they? The commercial panels or something. Anyway, let's just say 400 watts, right? They could make one. I'm sure they could make one, but I'm sure it would be more expensive as well. And that is the trade-off you make. So, and apparently, this is standard in the industry, and they gave me a link. Here it is. I can give you the link that they sent me. I did link this in my video, which tries to explain it from an industry point of view. There. Solar power, how to maximize solar project value using inverter clipping. Yeah, so they're talking about, how to maximize solar project value. So they're talking about bang per buck. That's what they're talking about. That's the argument that they're trying to make. And it's probably not a bad argument, right? If the 295 watt microinverter is $100 cheaper or $50 cheaper or something, $100 cheaper than the, theoretical, which they don't make, but let's say 400 watt version, then yeah. But they derated by 800 watts, did they? Yeah. And there's two ways to actually saturate to clip the inverter as well. You can clip the output or you can clip the input as well. And it's probably going to make an very interesting video to get on the whiteboard and actually, look through this and do some calculations and, look at the data that I've got from my old system, for example, and figure out, how much. I will actually, I will lose something. They have admitted that, yes, the N-phase microinverters will clip on some days. They will clip. They readily admit that, and it's obvious, right? They're 370 watt panels, and on a, this is Australia, right? So we're going to get, and I found last night a really great graphic. I can show you. Oh, here we go. Let's look. I'll get it for you. I'll get it. Here we go. Hang on. Sorry, just need to send an email. Here we go. I sent myself a... Yep. I'll show you this because this is really cool. This is really cool. Graphic. Watch this. Watch this. Solar irradiance data for Australia. Solar irradiance is the same as solar insolation. It's a different term. Anyway, you can see down here, right? This can you? Yeah, that's showing up. Yep, you can see, right? watts per square meter, right? So it goes up to 1,000 because that's like in theory what the sun does on the surface of the planet, right? It can go up to 1,000, but depends on where you live. And you'll notice the pink, right? This is for today. This is in April. This is 6th of April. Watch this. Watch this. It goes into the pink. It'll go into the pink. Look, it'll go into white hot pink. All of Northern Australia there got 1,000 watts per square meter. Sydney didn't, did it? Didn't get it today. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah? Oh, no, depend. No, it's all cloudy and shit, right? So anyway, so I think that's what all the all that is Australia. But you can see, isn't this cool? You can actually see a live map of 1,000 watts per square, right? So let's go to another region, right? Let's go to somewhere in Europe, for example. I haven't looked at this, but let's have a look. Oh, select a region, Europe. Huh? Oh, France. Okay. I've got a big audience in. Oh no, France looks like it's not very cloudy. All right. Let's have a look at France. Right. Oh no, look. Oh, it's getting up in the pinky. It's not extreme pink, but parts of France, they'll get 1,000 watts per square meter. So we're looking about that 80% figure, right? So looking about that 800 watts figure. So once it starts getting to, it's hard to tell with the color. But you can see that Australia was a bit more advanced than that. Like, if you go south to New Zealand, for example, right? You're probably not going to get a huge amount in New Zealand. It's probably not, it's going to make the pinky. Well, it makes sort of, you probably get around the 800 watts per square meter there, right? So there you go. So that's fascinating. So if you live in a part of the world that never gets over 800 watts per square meter, then this IQ7 microinverter will suit your 370 watt panel perfectly. But here in Australia, there will be clipping. And they kind of got a bit upset that I was upset about it, I was a bit bummed. I thought, I got these new 370 watt panels and I know I got them for nicks, but it's like, it's, but still, it's the principle of having 370 watt in panels and then only a microinverter with a maximum of 295 watts output. But anyway, yeah, it'll be fine for most of the year. I'm not going to lose a lot. It's not often you get an absolute perfect day, right, with no clouds whatsoever. You get that perfect shape, right? Look, and clouds come across here, right? It's not often you get that absolutely perfect day. One in 20 or something, you'll get like an absolute bang-in day, and then that's got to coincide with the high solar insolation as well. So, which varies from, which totally varies each day with the various conditions on the atmospheric conditions and stuff. So, yeah. And yes, Sandal Candle, you will get greater than 1,000 watts in parts of Australia for sure. Yeah, because my system has, I looked at the data the other night and it's twice, it's gone to 3.1 kilowatts. It's gone to 3.1 kilowatts. I've got the data going back like 7 years. So, yeah. You'll definitely, so it's a very interesting topic, actually. Why did I switch to microinverters? Did your old one blow up? No, I got a new system. I'm still using the old inverter. You have to watch the video. I got the old inverter, and LG were going to give me some panels, and then I was just going to buy an inverter, like a regular string inverter for them, and then apparently Enphase heard about it, and they went, oh no, sacrilege, string inverter, no, we'll give you some, we've got some of these sexy microinverters hanging around, so we'll give you those. And I went, yeah, beauty. Thanks. So yeah, it's very cool. Like the data you can get out of it, the individual panels and stuff. Anyway, I'll be doing videos on that. Yeah, try to calculate the break even of the more expensive microinverters. Yeah, that'd probably be the same video, I guess, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. The video might be long enough as it is. Yeah. Mads Tech. Yeah, panels were capable of, yeah. On his store day, you were all over them. The same happened to you. trying to question what they did. They sent me a similar link. Yeah, it's a thing in the industry, apparently. You know, whereas my old system, I specified it myself. I knew I was getting 3 kilowatts worth of panels at a, you know, 12 times 250 watts at 1,000 watts per, rated at 1,000 watts per square meter. So I knew I'd get, you know, on some days I get maximum 3 kilowatts. So I bought a 3 kilowatt Sunny Boy inverter to match it, 3 kilowatts output power. So I didn't derate it. But apparently, yeah, derating in the industry is a thing. And they're all going, oh yeah, 1 to 1.2 D rating is industry standard. You know, it's like, geez, okay. No. Like, if I was specifying the system myself, I wouldn't do it with microinverters. As I said, from N phase anyway, you can't even buy a microinverter that'll do 370 watts, even peak output power. I think their best one is the IQ7A. Yes, the IQ7A, and that's 340 watts peak output power. That's absolute peak. It's slightly lower than that with a continuous output power, so I'm not sure how that works, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, fascinating. Solar D rating, it's an industry thing, and they reckon, you know, they've thrown all sorts of data at me, and you know, from a cost point of view, and they, as I said, they're talking about efficiency of the inverters as well, because the efficiency inverters, well, the data sheet only says 97%. That's it. It doesn't give you a characteristic efficiency curve. You know, it's going to probably drop off at the ends, right? So they're claiming that the efficiency difference of the derated inverter makes up for the fact that you're clipping and losing some of your power. And I am not convinced of that yet. They have not convinced me of that. So yeah, I'm skeptical that that's the case. Once again, it's you have to do a proper that claim can only be made when you're comparing one inverter with another inverter. The claim cannot be made on one inverter alone. It's a comparative claim. So yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, really. So, you know, like it is, you know, so you can't really claim that without comparing to something else, like a 6 kilowatt string inverter or something like that. Will clipping be a bigger loss than the price difference over the life of the panels? Yeah, it's a system cost analysis calculation, and they might very well be right. And I guarantee they're right in a lot of cases. But you know, if you're buying these 370 watt panels and you live in Australia, for example, it's just kind of a like if I was buying these, right, I would not have bought these 295 watt microinverters. That's like sacrilege. It's like, I can't get more than 295 watts out of my 370 watt panels. I don't care about the calculations. I refuse to do it on principle. Right? So yeah, it's marketing bullshit. You reckon? Like it could be marketing bullshit, but there could also be legitimate. You know, as I said, in some countries, it's guaranteed. You won't get more than 295 watts out of your 370 watt panel anyway. So, you know, but yeah, it's a case-by-case basis. And yeah, anyway, I'm not convinced. So that's my rant on the thing. I'm going to have to do a more polished video. But I'm sure regardless of what I do, they won't be happy with it. I'm sure regardless of how generous I try and explain it, they probably won't be happy, but they have admitted it will clip. It will certainly clip, but they're claiming it's not a big deal. You won't lose much power. You won't lose much energy in the overall energy calculation over a year, and they're probably right. But as I said, I've eyeballed it about 10% on a really good day. I could lose up to 10%, roughly. So, interesting. Anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, I got to think about going now. So, yep. Unless there's anything last minute, give them hell, Dave. No, I'm just going to say what the data. I'm just going to present the data. Here it is for my system. Your mileage may vary, but for my system, I'm going to lose X amount over the year or whatever. And on certain days, it'll probably come out to roughly in the order of 10% loss, I think. Something. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Heavily country specific. in the UK, it's likely correct. Yep. Yep, different ball game. Would you ever need those few extra watts? It's the principle of the thing. Even if, you know, it's a couple of % of energy a year, it's the principle of the thing. Knowing you've got 5 kilowatts of panels on your roof and the sun's blaring and the solar installation's getting 1,000 watts, and you know you're only getting 4.1 kilowatts out of it. Damn it. Guaranteed. Like, yeah, it's just, I find it highly offensive. Yeah, you don't want to make 10 or 20 different models. I'm just surprised that they don't simply make a bigger model for those who, you know, live in high solar installation areas and they're willing to pay. Like, if I was, you know, shelling out my own coin for these, I'd probably be willing to pay for the, you know, inverter. It might not be financially, you know, worth it, but I like the warm fuzzies getting the full 5 kilowatts out of the thing. Jane Smith has reminded me, time for Dave to internally surface Mrs. Mrs. Can't even say my own channel name right. Mrs. E vlog. Yes, indeed. So I got to go now. So, yep. Yes, got to go. I don't care about the smut. Yeah, you know. Anyway, yeah. So AC Electronic 1 on the YouTube. Well, yet to contact, but I do have an email address. And Peter Stevens on the Patreon, and that was it. We're going to draw the others at another time. So, yep. we never get that much sun. I find that more offensive. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. There are 400 watt microinverters available. Yeah, possibly, but not from Enphase. Enphase don't make one. So, yeah. No, EV blog's up. Anyway, gotta go. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. That's it. That's the draw. Catch you next time. Once again, how do I stop this bastard?